So we see all the trains, you see all the jeeps, we see all the weird military movement. I've been talking about it here for the last 2 months. See all the weird stuff and everything. They move, then they go, they kind of stop, and you don't hear about it no more. You see all the movement of the nuclear fortresses, shutting off the transponders and stuff like that. You see all the equipment that went to the Middle East, all our aircraft carriers, and nobody's doing anything. Yeah, you got a little bit here and there, but not all out. Bam, 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 everywhere. You got China getting in position. You got North Korea getting in position. You got Taiwan, getting ready to defend themselves. Okay, so evidently we have World War III at our doorstep here.
Oh yeah, I believe so. Yes.
So would it be safe to say, John, with everything that's been said and done, would it be safe to say that they know the rapture is coming? So they made sure after October 7th, they used that event to get themselves into position, so that way they are prepared and waiting for the rapture.
Yeah.
Because nobody's doing anything. It's eerily silent, isn't it?
It's like everybody would be on standby for something. They're waiting for a cue.
Yeah. Look at the constant delays we're seeing with the day of jihad that we thought we were going to see in this country. We haven't seen it yet.
No.
Because the thing is, they don't know when the rapture is either. They don't know when the rapture is either, but they are prepared and they're waiting. Well, the rapture resurrection is what we're looking for. And the rapture resurrection event is what our enemies are looking for. Our enemies believe in the rapture resurrection event. We have Christians that don't believe in this event. Okay. We got those that there's the post-tribulation rapture. Now we're going through it, man. Woo! Yeah. Fight the Antichrist or mid-tribulation, pre-wrath, whatever you want to call it. Okay. And I already made my argument about that. Look, we can't have competing gospels. Okay.
No.
And if we're watching our enemies right now, I've mentioned that there are books, and if you watch all the New Age guys, all the New Age big voices, big mouths, and their books and their presentations now on the news, what are they talking about? They're talking about this upcoming invasion, these supposed creators that are returning to the earth for a new utopia on the earth. And that's everything look around right now, John. Everything look around, everybody. Everything that's happening that's bad is leading up to that finite moment where everything is so bad. These guys come in and they turn it all around and they make it better than it was before. That's what everything is leading up to. But there's a problem. The problem is, according to their angelic guides that they talk to through astral projecting and all that weird stuff they do, right? According to their angelic guides and every other demonic entity and fallen angelic entity that they speak with, they all agree. The problem is, the reason why we don't have utopia of peace and harmony on this earth is because the Christians are here.
Yep.
The Christians are the ones that they say, you know what, we want to be able to do this, this, and that, but the Christians said this stuff is wicked. You can't do this. And they got some of them who are in Congress stopping these bills from going and stuff like that. They've been working them out of Congress over time so they can start passing these bills out in case you haven't noticed. Yeah. So the Christians, and this is a thread that goes through all of them. The Christians have to go in order for us to have this utopia here on the earth. That's what their angelic guides say. That's what the books that they're writing say. Project World Evacuation. Okay. I'm watching interviews of people that came that were leaders in these different groups in these areas, and they become believers, John. And you know what? They're saying, hey, when I was involved in all this, I would say, yeah, the Christians are the problem. That's what they all agreed on. The Christians are the problem. They need to be removed. But our angelic guides said that they are going to remove the Christians because in order for this utopia to go forward, everybody on earth needs to be in one mind. Yep. So we're going to remove the Christians, and it's going to be like a mercy rescue. We're going to take them to another planet. This is like the main thread that goes through all of them. We're going to put them somewhere else. We're going to retrain them. But in the meantime, this will allow this world now to begin to move forward with this new utopia. Because the Christians, they weren't vibrating at the right frequency. That's why I've heard.
Yeah.
Or they're spiritually inferior. They just won't work with us. So they need special training and attention. So we're going to take them all, remove them. So that way, everybody here on the earth is in one mind. So this way, if everybody's one mind, John, guess what? Everybody's in one mind. We'll follow a one world leader, a one world religion. They'll agree to a one world currency, a one world way of life. It doesn't sound like to me, John, that it's a post-tribulation rapture. Just based on what the enemy camp is saying. Okay. So basically, they're going to watch all of us go up to the clouds. Okay. And as we go up, right there and then, they're going to drop a ship, which will probably Project Bluebeam, accompanied with military vehicles. Okay. And from that, they're going to move forward and scare everybody to death. And afterwards, hey, we're not here to
control.
Yeah, we're here to make things better for you. In the end, we're going to control you. But in the meantime, we gotta fool you guys too. And since we don't have these Christians here no more, we can really do what we need to do now here without God holding us back, to make this happen, which creates this environment of testing because you end up having to take their mark. All right. That's God's final chance. Hey, this is your last straw, man. If you can't make it past this test, man, you're going straight to hell.
I'd like to be, I know when we're going to get rapture, we might see what's going on. But the day after the rapture, who's going to take charge? What's going to happen? What will be there the day after, the first 24 hours after the rapture?
Well, the first 24 hours after the rapture, what they're getting ready for, they've been preparing for this for 150 years at least.
Oh, yeah.
With all the evolution talk and Hollywood media, and now the government's getting involved because now they're saying, hey, we have an issue with the UAPs. And you got NASA and the science magazines putting the magazines out, talk about exoplanets, life on other planets now. If you would put something out like that 50 years ago, people would have gone absolutely insane unless it was in the Inquirer. They are conditioning us now for this major shift. And they're pitching the whole idea. All the New Age people, the same people that say they need us gone, they're pitching a new world order. They're pitching the one world coming, the one world religion. Okay, all the pillars of the Antichrist, they are pitching everybody right now that needs to take place once these pesky Christians are removed from this planet. And our guys, our spirit guides, our angelic spirit creators, they already told us that they're going to remove them for us. So, hey, and you know what's funny? They're going to tell everybody, hey, these Christians, they weren't vibrating at the right frequency. They're spiritually inferior. They're going to be so puffed up and feeling so good about themselves, John. It's like, yeah, they were. They couldn't get, but we get it. Yeah, we're good, and they're not. We're awesome, and those Christians are garbage. Yeah. And then you're going to have them all like this, and they want this utopia is about to happen. Oh, this utopia is going to be incredible. Ooh. And all of a sudden, what's going to happen? You're going to have these tribulation saints over here that are saying, hey, no. And they're going to be so mad. It's like, I thought you got rid of all of them. Oh, those weren't real Christians, but now they're starting to come against what we want to do here. Well, what are we going to do with them? Well, you guys need to take care of them. So figure that out. So, well, why don't we just go and kill them? Yeah, that'll solve the problem, right, John?
I think that makes sense the way you talk it. It's a little rough and bold, but I agree. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. I must agree. That's how it is. It's been prepared and everything, and we are here still, and we're just restraining everything. Once we're gone, everything's gonna break loose, and it's gonna be crazy.
The first day of the rapture, in the first day, imagine this: the very first day of the rapture, you're going to have a disappearance of all the kids and all the believers all over the world. It's going to happen. It's going to be a global shock. But the way the globalists see it, that's not a big enough shock. Okay, we need to add to this shock. We need to throw some hot sauce on the shock. So within that very same day, what they're going to do is crash the global economy, on the very same day. And on that very same day, you might have some dirty nukes going off, and you have every other stop they're going to pull that day, okay, in order to add more chaos on top of the fact of the rapture resurrection. So imagine all that stuff happening, John, in one day. Everybody disappears, crash the economy, credit cards don't work, nothing works, internet goes down, water goes down, food, everything's gone, power's out.
Plane crashes, car crashes,
nuclear bombs all in one day. How would that feel?
Nice topic for a movie.
Yeah. But that's going to be the global shock of the rapture resurrection.
Yes.
So they're going to throw hot sauce on this whole thing. And what's going to happen is basically is going to create all this chaos. And then from it, they're going to bring order out of chaos and bring hope through the midst of this incredible chaos. And that, of course, will be the fallen angels propping up the Antichrist. Imagine the guy that brings everybody back from that. Can you imagine being that guy, John, globally, to bring everybody back from that? You see why he's going to be loved?
He's going to be seen as a god. Small g, of course, but he's going to be seen as a god for sure. Yes.
Right. And the thing about it, remember I told you at the beginning of this broadcast, they have been positioning their militaries all over this world. Nobody's really fighting, but they've been moving stuff. You've seen all the trains. You've seen all the videos, right?
I watch trains all the time. Yes, I do watch that to relax. And every one of 10 train is a military train with a lot of stuff on it. Oh man, it's unbelievable. Like miles and miles of train cars with tanks and jeeps and everything on it.
Right. So we see all the trains, we see all the jeeps, we see all the weird military movement. I've been talking about it here for the last 2 months. See all the weird stuff and everything they move, then they kind of stop and you don't hear about it no more. You see all the movement of the nuclear fortresses, shutting off the transponders and stuff like that. You see all the equipment that went to the Middle East, all our aircraft carriers, and nobody's doing anything. Yeah, you got a little bit here and there, but not all out. Bam, 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 everywhere. You got China getting in position. You got North Korea getting in position. You got Taiwan, getting ready to defend themselves. Okay, so evidently we have World War III at our doorstep here.
Oh yeah, I believe so. Yes.
So would it be safe to say, John, with everything that's been said and done, would it be safe to say that they know the rapture is coming? So they made sure after October 7th, they used that event to get themselves into position so that way they are prepared and waiting for the rapture.
Yeah.
Because nobody's doing anything. It's eerily silent, isn't it?
It's like everybody would be on standby for something. They're waiting for a cue.
Yeah. Look at the constant delays we're seeing with the day of jihad that we thought we were going to see in this country. We haven't seen it yet.
No.
Because the thing is, they don't know when the rapture is either. They don't know when the rapture is either, but they are prepared and they're waiting. It took a lot of money to move that much equipment, all that hardware, the fuel and everything.
Yep.
Okay. And the risks that everybody took to get into position without blowing each other up. Okay. That took a lot. All right. And now all we are seeing is just these little delays after another delay. They believe the rapture resurrection is about to take place. Yep. So that way they could ignite this whole war everywhere. They can create the shock day that they need through everything that they put into position. Okay. And that's what they've done. Everything's into position, John. We're just waiting on the trumpet. You cannot keep this stuff positioned where it's at for another 2-3 years.
No.
Okay. You can't do that.
No, because it's costly.
So evidently they know that their masters have indicated to them that there's going to be a shift, a global shift somewhere.
Yeah.
But be it as it may, okay, they're in position and they're waiting, and they know it's not 2 years from now. It's like the way they're moving, the way they're acting right now. They think it's within weeks or days or hours. Way they got everything in position right now, don't you think?
I'm sure that the way you explain it is the perfect way. I couldn't do better. It's a big, huge standby on everything right now. It's
Mm-hmm.
like the world is waiting for us to go.
Right.
And then when this is done, then they're going to go forward with everything else.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, people are listening, that's going to be those 7 years will be the bad part that you read in Revelation. That's going to be rough. That's going to be real rough.
Mm-hmm.
It's no walk in the park, that's for sure. And every time I hear someone say, "Oh, I will, do the 7 years tribulation. I got no problem. I got my food and everything." Don't you think that it's gonna be that easy that people won't come to get your food and kill you and everything? That's gonna be a crazy spot to be. I don't want to live that. That's for sure. I don't want to live that. No way.
No way. Hey friends, are you looking to share the gospel with as many people as possible, but you're really struggling in this area? Are you that person who really wants to make your mark here on the earth for the Lord while you're still here? If that's you, then my friend, you need to listen up. We have been doing Christian missions now for almost 10 years, and we have built an incredible infrastructure of missionaries, teachers, and evangelists, pastors, and people assisting them who are preaching the gospel of grace to new believers and are moving all the humanitarian relief aid and free Bibles and everything as they continue to preach this gospel of grace throughout third world countries. As you can tell, everything is in place. You don't have to do a single thing except provide the seed. And just let me explain what we do. We go into these areas of people who have never heard the gospel before, and I'm talking about areas that are hard to reach, remote areas, villages, jungles, areas outside of the cities that society has forgotten about and forsaken. We reach these areas and we provide food, blankets, clothing, hygiene products, humanitarian relief aid of all sorts, depending on what's needed. And once we get everybody up to speed with what they need, I'll tell you what, that changes the tune of a lot of people in these places. When you provide aid to them, they are very willing to listen to your message that will follow it. And from this, we have been seeing countless numbers of people coming to the saving grace of Jesus Christ. And for these people, we give them their own free Bible in their own native language that our missionaries purchase locally in their countries, or a King James for all the English readers. And from this point, we continue to teach them, lead them, and guide them moving forward. Are you ready to make a difference in God's kingdom today? React right now to that pull in your spirit. Stop what you're doing, go to our website, feedmysheeptoday.org. The link is below. There you can give by PayPal, credit card, bank draft, or just send your gift in the mail. Do you want to make a big impact right now but can't afford to do so? I got a simple answer for you. Just become a monthly sustainer. We greatly need more monthly sustainers. And the great benefit about this position is you can set it and forget it. Now this whole thing is working on your behalf and you can focus on other things in the kingdom. Your seed will automatically be invested into God's kingdom on a monthly basis. How many new believers can you say that you were responsible for leading to the Lord last year and giving a free Bible to? How would you like to be responsible for 36 new salvations this year and also give them a free Bible? Well, you can do that with simply $10 a month. So that's there for you. Please consider joining our Easy Feed monthly sustainer family. We would be so happy to welcome you in. So friends, all the links are in the description box below. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Feed My Sheep Today. It's also our backup channel, by the way. There you'll be able to keep track of your investment in this great work. Thank you all so much for your much needed support. May God bless you all. And friends, don't forget to request your free After the Rapture Survival Info Flash Drive today. Free flash drive, free shipping, our gift to you.
On this flash drive, there are 7 gigabytes of information that will be very helpful to all your friends and family who will be left behind, starting with the King James Bible, Children's Bible, plus 80 Bibles in other languages that are the most common after English. On this flash drive are also ebooks, letters, sermons, videos, news articles, articles written by believers explaining why mass amounts of people have disappeared and what's next, and much, much more. There's even a section called ABC Salvation, which is a quick introduction that people can read where they can quickly learn about who Jesus Christ really is and a condensed version of the good news of the gospel that was achieved by his finished works at the cross, and how they can be saved through him and him alone. These letters are also provided in 80 different languages, most popular after English. All this and much more is available on this flash drive that we could send to you for free. Just email us your request, and that information is in the description box below, or just go to our website, edvforme.org, and download the entire thing for free. They are separated into 4 easy downloadable folders you can download and save to any device. Copy and paste this information to your friends and family's computers and devices. Put them on other flash drives and hand them out. This is an excellent way to get the information out to everybody we know, so that way they are prepared if they are left behind. Information about this is all in the description box below.